All right, Pack Meetings. Page 2, we got a pretty similar problem here. We got these triangles and beads and a pattern. So it says Casey is making a design with triangles and beads for a costume. In his design, each pattern unit means one, so each pattern unit adds 3 triangles and 18 beads. So those are that's all the information we need right there. We've got patterns, and a unit means one. I have one pattern. For every pattern, I have 3 triangles and 18 beads. That's the information I'm going to use to set up my table. 1, 3, 18. And I'll label it pattern, triangles, beads. All right. So let's go on. Casey uses 72 triangles in his design. That's important information, right? He's going to get 72 triangles. So from triangles, I should be able to figure out how many units, how many patterns that is, and how many beads. And the question is right here, how many beads does Casey use? How do I know that's the question? Little thing there at the end called the question mark. So always look for that so you know exactly what you're using. You don't want to put 72 somewhere it doesn't belong. All right, so what do I need to find? I need to find beads, the number of beads. If there's what? 72 triangles. Great. Okay, what information do I need to use? I've got one pattern is 3 triangles and 18 beads. Notice that's kind of the start of my table, right, that I'm going to put down here. And also, he uses how many triangles? 72. All right? How am I going to use the information? What are we going to do? Pause and think about that for a second. What are we going to do? What do we do with all this information? Make a table, and then I will find a rule, and I will use that rule, which is either going to be multiply or divide, to find my missing number. Does that make sense? So I will make a table. Make a table. Find a rule. Multiply or divide. All right, those are the 3 things that we're going to do. Make a table, find a rule, multiply or divide, get our missing answer. So let's set it up. Just like we did up here, we're going to make a little table. And I'm going to write pattern. Draw a line down and over. And then I'm going to write triangles. Draw a line over. And then I'm going to write beads. You can dress yours up, put it in a little box if you want. Draw a couple of lines this way. We don't need that many because we only need one. Really only need one. You can do 2 just to be sure, but we only need 1 to find your rule, and then you can do the other one. So pattern, remember, is my unit pattern. So that's my 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, etc., dot, 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 dot. We don't know what that one's going to be just yet. Triangles, we know that would be 3, right? And our rule would be to add 3 going this way for each unit. So it would be 3, 6, blah, 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 on down the line. And for beads, we're going to have 18. And 18 times 2 quickly. Yep, 36. We'll put that in there. Okay. Now from here, we're going to find our pattern. Which one do we want to use? The bigger numbers or the smaller numbers? Smaller numbers. Makes it easy. What do I multiply 1 by to get to 3? Times 3, right? So my pattern here is times 3. And to get my pattern here, 3 times what is 18? So you can use your multiplication chart. You can divide 18 by 3, or you might just know it. 3 times 6. So my rule is 3 times 6. Okay? And which value do they give us? Triangles. So I'm going to put triangles right here. I'm going to put 72. So dot, dot, dot. We skip all this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just go straight to it. 72. If I want to find the number of beads, what would I multiply by? What's my rule? times 6, right? It's triangles times 6 equals beads. Anybody know what would be my rule to go from patterns to beads? What would I multiply by? Well, I can look over here. 1 to 18 means I times by 18, and also 3 times 6 is 18. So in order to solve that, I'm going to write 72 times 6. 6 times 2, 12. Put that up there. 6 times 7, you know it, 42. And then I add my little carryover there. 42 plus 1 is 43. So that's going to be 432. And I write that in. All right. So this is 432 beads. And my rule, what would my rule be? Triangles times 6 equals beads. All right, that's the rule that we used here. What would be my value for how many patterns that would be? Just as an aside. Now, if I want to go from here to there, this number is smaller. If I want a smaller number, do I multiply or divide? I divide. So whatever my rule is, I just flip it around. Since this is multiplied by 3, I would divide by 3. So if I want to know my patterns, I take 72 and I divide that by 3. 3 goes into 7. You got it? 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down my 2. 3 goes into 12 how many times? 4. So I would write 24. And I'd be done. All right, that's page 2. Got a couple other little ones of these. This is going to be kind of a fast one. All right, see you in a minute.